Hey guys, if you want to take your Madden game to the next level, head on over to patreon.com/MaddenHelp. You'll receive the best blitzes, schemes, tips, glitches, money plays, and defenses in Madden. This is the best content you're going to find anywhere online for only $5 a month, so head on over to the link and become a patron today. What's up guys, in this video we're going to be going over the scheme out of the gun split close in the Browns playbook. This is one of the best playbooks in the game. I'm going to be breaking down a bunch of formations out of this playbook, so this is going to be a Cleveland Browns ebook as well. So let's get right into it. Starting off with the gun split close fullback trail. The base setup you want to do is slant the inside slot receiver, and your first read is going to be to halfback in the flat. If the linebacker is in a curl flat or a normal yellow hook zone, they're not going to play that flat zone, so we can always dump that route off in the backfield. So your first read does want to be to the running back. So make sure as soon as you hike the ball, you take a look at that linebacker and see what he's doing. So once you hit your opponent in the flat a bunch of times, they're going to shade underneath, and you see here's a hard flat example. The linebacker who has the hard flat is going to take the running back right away. So your next read wants to be that linebacker, and you have the choice if he comes underneath to cover the drag route. You throw it to the slant once the slant gets over the top, or you can throw it to the square receiver and hit him up the seam. In this example, you see he jumps down to cover the drag route, so we're just going to hit the slant over the top. So when you're doing your reads, make sure you look at that linebacker or cornerback that's supposed to play the flats, and then go straight to the linebacker who's supposed to be covering either the drag or the underneath. Here you see that he's staying deep to play the seam and the deep slant, so we throw it underneath for the drag route. So if they're playing man-to-man, you're either going to have the slant or the drag underneath, and you just need to make the quick read on who to get the ball to, either X or circle. So that's the setup for the gun split close fullback trail. And the run audible out of this formation is the power O. It's really good if you want to mix it in. Next play we're going to break down is the halfback close wheel. This has been one of the best plays in Madden almost every year. And it's just a basic flood concept. We're going to streak the far right receiver, and you're just going to read the flats to the deep corner. So if they're in a cover 3 or cover 2 with a soft squat or a cloud flat, they're not going to be able to play that tight end route into the flats. But if they shade their coverage underneath to play a hard flat like that, that corner route is going to open for a big gain. The next adjustment we can do out of this is put the far right receiver on a drag route, and you see as soon as that linebacker bites on that drag underneath, we can hit that post right away down the middle. And if they either user or their linebacker drops deep to cover that post coming across, we can always dump it underneath. So we're playing a cat and mouse game of what are you going to do, cover the post or underneath. Here you see we still make the adjustment of just dragging the tight end, and they're in a cover 3, and we're still able to hit the flats out of the backfield really quick. So cover 3 will not stop this unless they put a hard flat out there. But whether they shade underneath or put a hard flat manually, that corner route is always going to be open against hard flats. And then if they try and play a Mabel coverage to cover everything on the right side of the field, you see against cover 3, again, the linebacker bites on the drag underneath, and you can hit the post over the middle. Here's a quick example of a cover 2 with a cloud flat. You're going to see we're still able to hit the running back in the flat. So like I said before, a cloud flat is not going to stop the flats. The only thing that will is a hard flat, but then that opens up the corner. So that's what makes it so difficult, is because you can still hit the flats even with a cloud flat or a squat flat. And then of course, you know, the post on the left side is going to get open against the cover 2 defense. Next, going against man-to-man, we're going to streak the far right receiver, and then we're going to motion the left running back over and put him in a drag. And you notice how the linebackers, their positions are going to swap. So now the running back's route to the flats is going to be wide open because he has such a long distance to go. And the only way to cover that is if they user it. So if they do try and user that flat route though, we're going to be able to hit Murray underneath, whoever's the running back there. So you want to make sure that's a fast, speedy guy. So you can mix motioning your running back over there, even if you're going to run the play normally against zone. But this is just a way to beat man-to-man. It absolutely torches it. Now that you notice that the speed out route that used to be in this play is no longer in it, they changed it to an out route. But to beat man also is we can motion this guy over, and as soon as he passes that receiver, hike the ball, and you see we still have the speed out built into the play. It's one of your audibles. It's the DBL ends. So you can either leave him on his speed out route to beat man, or you can even motion him over and put him on a normal drag route to come back underneath. So you're playing a game of, are you going to cover that speed out, or is he coming back across the middle? And next, another way of beating man is the play action audible. You want to cancel the play action and block the running back. And once you do that, you want to motion the tight end on the right, motion over to the left, and this is kind of like a speed out route to the receiver as well. So you see we get a quick out route, and that'll beat man every time as well. And then you also have the backside crosser and post coming as well. Hope y'all enjoyed this scheme. It's one of my favorites so far that I've found in this game. If you did, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you'd like to become a patron, head on over to the link in the description.